Hello everyone, welcome to Little Chapel of Faith Catholic Ministries. My name is Tina. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We have platforms on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and Facebook. If you are on any of those or all those, please like and subscribe. We don't ask for any donations here. We just look for likes, subscribes, and shares, and that keeps our ministry going. We're here with the readings of the Diary of Saint Faustina. We do have a YouTube playlist of the readings thus far. And so if you want to catch up, you can do that. Otherwise, we are going to continue on where we left off yesterday on page 181, number 408, the Great Lent. When I became immersed in the Lord's Passion, I often see the Lord Jesus during adoration in this manner. After the scourging, the torturers took the Lord and stripped him of his garment, which had already adhered to the wounds. As they took it off, his wounds reopened when they threw a dirty and tattered scarlet cloak over the fresh wounds of the Lord. The cloak in some places barely reached his knees. They made him sit on a piece of beam, and when they wove a crown of thorns, which they put on his sacred head, they put a reed in his hand and made fun of him, bowing to him as to a king. Some spat in his face, while others took the reed and struck him on the head with it. Others caused him pain by slapping him. Still others covered his face and struck him with their fists. Jesus bore all this with meekness. Who can comprehend his suffering? Jesus' eyes were downcast. I sensed what was happening in the most sweet heart of Jesus at this time. Let every soul reflect on what Jesus was suffering at that moment. They tried to outdo each other in insulting the Lord. I reflected, where does such malice in man come from? It is caused by sin. Love and sin have met. When I was attending Mass in a certain church with another sister, I felt the greatness and majesty of God. I felt the church was permeated by God. His majesty enveloped me, and though it terrified me, it filled me with peace and joy. I knew that nothing could oppose his will. Oh, if only all souls knew who is living in our churches, there would not be so many outages and so much disrespect in these holy places. O eternal and incomprehensible love, I beg you for one grace, enlighten my mind with light from on high. Help me to know and appreciate all things according to their value. I feel the greatest joy in my soul when I come to know the truth. March 21st, 1935. Often during Mass, I see the Lord in my soul. I feel his presence which pervades my being. I sense his divine gaze. I have long talks with him without saying a word. I know what his divine heart desires, and I always do what will please him the most. I love him to distraction, and I feel that I am being loved by God. At those times when I meet with God deep within myself, I feel so happy that I do not know how to express it. Such moments are short, for the soul could not bear it for long, as separation from the body would be inevitable. Though these moments are very short, their power, however, which is transmitted to the soul, remains with it for a very long time. Without the least effort, I experience the profound recollection which then envelops me, and it does not diminish even if I talk with people, nor does it interfere with the performances of my duty. I feel the constant presence of God without any effort of my soul. I know that I am united with him so closely as a drop of water is united with the bottomless ocean. Last Thursday, toward the end of my prayers, I felt this grace, and it lasted for an unusually long time, for it was throughout the Mass, so that I thought I would die of joy. At such times, my knowledge of God and his attributes become more acute, and I also know my own self and my misery much better. I am amazed at the Lord's great condescensions to such miserable souls as mine. After Holy Mass, I felt completely immersed in God, and am still conscious of his every glance into the depth of my heart. About midday, I entered the chapel for a moment, and again the power of grace struck my heart. As I continued in a state of recollection, Satan took a flower pot and angrily hurled it to the ground with all his might. I saw his rage and his jealousy. We're going to leave it there for today. We will be back tomorrow with more readings. It seems like everything this week is about Jesus and his beatings. It's just hurtful. But it's history and we must know it. So, with that being said, I will be back tomorrow morning. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you all. Be well. Be kind to each other. God bless you.